This ain't no weed. This is a pre-roll that I have available on my website. I done smoked that bit down. It's good too. It's a purple lotus flower. Y'all, if y'all look it up, look it up. Purple lotus flower blended with peppermint and mullein. If y'all saw my commercial, which a lot of people haven't because it seemed like a shadow band or some shit. But anyway, what it do, y'all? Let's pull some information for today and for this full moon to see what the whole story is, or how do we find our own whole story. It's dark. Should we leave it like that? Yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. Fuck that shit. So let's see what's first. What's first? Oh, I did pull up the transit chart. Damn, this shit keep biting my sleeve. No cursing. Me bridle my tongue. No fucking cursing. Because they don't like that. They don't like that. So anyway, Virgo is on the sun, of course. The sun is in Virgo. At the last degrees, the moon is in Pisces, obviously. Mercury is in Virgo, Venus is in Libra, and Mars is in Cancer. Venus is almost out of Libra, so after that, Venus goes into Scorpio. Ooh, y'all. When Venus went into Scorpio in 2017 is when I had my initiation of the dark night of the soul. During that time, I can't forget it. Can't forget it. My transition started during my Saturn return in Scorpio. Anyways, get out my business. Jupiter in Gemini, duh, and Saturn is in Pisces. Okay, whatever. Let's pull some information though. What we got going on? My damn oh no cursing. So my phone holder is broke. So we rigging it up. We nigga rigging it. First, we're gonna pull, as usual, some astro cards, some energy signatures from the astrology, zodiac, nature's symbols. The beginning, the starting point. We're going to start at the starting point, which is the energies around us. Although we already read the transit, we want to know some specific energies that we could bounce off of real quick to give us the full story, whatever that full story for you, me, or everybody else. We gonna see. We finna see. Pisces is the last energy of the zodiac, meaning that it's covered the entire. It's covered everything. We have the 8th house, transformation and mysteries. This is the house of the Scorpio derived out of. Number 8 being that infinite loop, just the number 8 period. But the infinite loop being transformed. Okay, but this is the house of that. So this is the space of the area that you do your transformation in. Or the things that's in that space and area. The things that's in the shadows. Sometimes Scorpio 8th house can represent your dark, deepest secrets. Sex and shit. What this is? Virgo, the alchemist, okay? Alchemizing things so that you can transform. But Virgo, to me, I guess Virgo can be the alchemist. What's up, you guys? What up, Misa? Hey, Misa. Johnny. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Coffee. I never really necessarily heard of Virgo being the alchemist, but I guess whatever. I get it. But from what I take from Virgo energy is just how you work on things and the things that you focus on, not to, because a lot of times when you focus on something you tend to worry about it, and we know that Virgo can be a worrier, but Virgo also gets the job done. It's very nurturing, it's very helpful. So I guess in that manner we can look at it as an alchemist. So, and just with that being said, Virgo and the 8th house, I don't know the aspect per se, but just the energy in overall, to me, feels like they don't even go together, but it feels like these energies are working together. You taking time and effort and actually taking serious the things that's in the dark, the things that nobody knows about but you. So what else though? One more card, y'all know I like to pull 3. what is it like being pretty? I mean, beauty is not in the eye of the beholder. A motherfucker, no cursing. Person can tell me I'm ugly as fuck. So what does it feel like for you to feel however you want to feel about yourself? And then if you decide that you're pretty, everybody else would coincide with you. Because that's the status that you set. Nobody can tell you about yourself but you. Your aura will speak for itself. You could be an ugly face, have a beautiful aura. And at that point, that ugly face is no longer necessarily ugly because we see the spirit first for real. You can feel and sense the being that's being inside of that human. Or you should be able to if you have a genuine, real spirit, real soul, and you real. So, what is it like to be pretty? I don't know, because let me not go too far. Here we go with the bullshit. Is this I show one show? Let's stick to the plan. One more card, you guys. One more card. And coffee. Tell yourself you're pretty. Shit. Tell yourself, you look in the mirror and do some mirror magic. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. And look beyond the imperfections that you look at as imperfections. Because some of the things that you think might be ugly to you, some people can have dimples and think that's the ugliest thing in the world. When status quo speaking, everyone loves dimples. Look at yourself and tell yourself that you're beautiful until you believe it. And then once you believe it, you'll begin to dress your, what's the word? I'm looking for the word for the body. Anyway, you'll begin to dress and paint and color yourself up to your liking. And now you're in your original form. Nobody can't tell you shit about you. Damn, why the third house want to come out? Because I pulled like 4, but I was busy talking and I didn't look at them. So let's start over. Coffee, don't worry about that. I like it. It's all good. It's because I only see nostrils. And I point my nose up at you, bitch. I don't even see you, period. All right, trine. See, these two energies are trine. Support and inspiration. So the way you're looking at your situation, the details of it, how you're coordinating these things regarding your transformation and the things that's in the dark, the things that only you can do for yourself, it is being supported. It's something that, is being supported, just like I had assumed. So we're going to pull out the numerology deck, my favorite deck so far. This is what we're going to stick to for the most part. As far as like, when I go live until I figure out something else to do, talk about, or whatever. Or whatever I'm doing something different. When I go live, I do that too. I ain't finna try to put these in order. Because, like I said prior to this reading, these energies already have their signature stamped on them, like the aspect, because they have 3 different perspectives for each card. Okay. So what's the energy, or what is some information? And we're going to hover over all of the dumbass shit because we're in Pisces full moon energy. So we're able to see past all of the interruptions. Oh shit. All of the confusion. We're able to see past these things because with Virgo we keep things on track. Okay. So Virgo, I'm tripping. Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. So Pisces and Virgo have, remember we had the 2 card kept coming out as if it was very harmonic. So we got those 2 opposite energies working together in a nice trying type of way. Let's see. What energies are going to come out? We had 7 in the reverse. Like I said, we're not going to necessarily read them like that. So this is the 7 energy. This is the brand new experience. And this is not harmonic. He say, stupid tattoo. You right? Those tattoos are fucking stupid. I ain't going to lie to you. They are. I was stupid when I got it. I ain't going to say that because I got my kids tatted on me. But at the same time, if you Your body could be original without any markings. Even the Bible tell you that, even though I don't give a fuck about the Bible. Fuck the Bible. But at the same time, it does have wisdom in it if you know how to extract the meaning and reasonings and the importance out of it. And you kind of right. But see, that's what happens when you do your own self evaluations. You know, nobody can't even tell you anything that you don't already fucking know. The fuck? Okay, 4. We got the 4. This looks like a harmonious 4. The structure, the Virgo energy. 7, just the triangle in general represents like a trine, but this trine is not cooperating for real, based on the figure of it. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute when I pull it out the book. The 4 is the structure. 4 is like the stability. 4 and it just overall with numerology is your thoughts, your mentality, the things you've came up with from your environment, and you're able to create something out of it. Maybe tools, the things that you see, the things that you use. 4 being like also in astrology, the home, Cancer energy. So maybe it's your home around you. Your home space may be in a good space at the moment. And I'm finna have to get rid of this retard bitch out the chat. Just gonna have to do it, bro. Cause you low key, you ain't throwing me off. But you are being distracting. Look, the cooperative 7 came out also though. Okay, so what this is about? Let me get this goddamn stinking bitch up out of here. Okay, we're back. All right, so we already did that. We got the 7 energy. First of all, let me read it up out the book. So we finna go in a minute. We finna go all the way in. We had to get rid of the retard real quick. We had to wean them out. We had to figure it out. We had to sit in it. You sit in what's going on at the moment so you can figure out is it beneficial or not. But anyway, that ain't the point. 7 is the exaggeration. You see the structure in the middle? Hold on, that's the wrong 7. You see the structure in the middle, the home. It's like you're wanting to reach for things that's outside of what you already possess, not being appreciative of what you got, exaggerating what you deserve type shit, because but actually the triangle is supposed to be the form though. So trying to make more forms within what you already have and adding unnecessary bullshit to the mix that's going to cause a frustration and an over exaggeration in the long run of your overall experience. Because 7 is a masculine number. 7 is a third number 1 to me, because at 7, once you enter that next phase of exertion and expression or environment, well, whatever, let me just read this. You're supposed to be experiencing a whole new I can't think of the word I'm looking for. A whole new setup though. That ain't the word, but now let's just read it. The 7 is materialistic, right? In an exaggerated way. Not accepting what you got or not liking it, thinking that you need something that you don't have, or having what you have and wanting more of that. And thinking that you deserve more when that's not even necessary. It's not necessary in the process, and you're just being gluttonous. It sits on the square of the matter. Therefore, it represents overcompensation. 7 is Libra energy actually too. Venus is in Libra right now at the moment. Venus is the energy of indulgences, and evidently you may be overindulging in something. And when it comes to the Libra energy, is like beautiful things, communication, being fair. You may be trying to overcompensate in order to be fair to someone else or to something else, while not paying attention that thing is not reciprocating anything back to you that is fair. And next came out was 4 in its correct position. The solution space. It's a stable and form. So the home is stable. These things already are how they need to be, but you're not accepting them. 4 securely orients itself in space. It is conscious of its connection to the 10. I don't know what 10 got to do with anything. Oh, that's because 10 is 10 dots in this triangle. And we got the triangle on the 7 as well. So if you were to use the square, I'm trying to see the correspondences between the two, because you notice a square in both figures. But in the solution square, when it comes to the triangle, there is no squares. So evidently everything blends on in when things are harmonious, and you can then square the circle actually. But in this position, you're trying to do too fucking much, overcompensating for things that aren't necessarily needed. Then you got the 7 over here that is in its correct position. Let's see what that says, which I kind of already know what it's saying. Well-ordered mental and spiritual and material and financial values unite to this number 7, which has been venerated as a sacred number by all cultures. Heaven and earth, spirit and body, harmonically enclosed the self within the two triangles, and the being on the central point. This can be seen in the larger. So in other words, this is the example of how this experience is supposed to play out. So without the exaggeration, whatever situation that you may be experiencing at the moment, as far as the newness or some type of new vibe that you're going through, try not to over exaggerate the fairness, or how you are supposed to how do I say it? Don't over exaggerate and allow things to push you over just because this is a new space for you. No, you still keep some type of balance, and don't expect more than what you need, and also don't accept undercompensation from others who are supposed to be reciprocating what you give. So there's a balancing need to be done. Let's see. Let's pull out the empathic oracle, because I want to put an actual understanding. Like, this is a more, see, numerology is like rudimentary. This can go for all things for real. The deck itself, this empathic deck to me, or any deck other than the numerology deck, even astro deck, can give you more details, and we're in Virgo season, regarding how this energy is playing out, or how it needs to be played out, or what is needed to be understood. So regarding the previous energies I just pulled, gives me more, spirit. Oh, did I tell y'all? I think I did. I think I did. I'm sure I did, about my herbal pre-rolls. I was smoking one at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, I told y'all about that. Also, commercial break real quick. We're having a divine feminine course coming this Libra cusp Scorpio season. We're doing it during the cusp. The fee, how much is the fee? I think it's $50. And it's a 2-week course. This one came out. Let me not put it back. Resistance. Sometimes resistance is a good thing, though. But I ain't saying that's what we're talking about at the moment. Sometimes resistance is a good thing. Because if you look at it closely, it looks like this decoration, or this whatever, is pushing something out, which is actually making it more expansive and beautiful, and giving a more explanation of what this image is about. 45 is the number. 4 is the structure. 5 is the feelings. So that's your thoughts and your feelings. Have no choice but to kind of resist one another at first, until they I was going to say collaborate, but collaborate is a good word, but I meant to say calibrate. Until they are able to collaborate and calibrate themselves regarding each other. And that equals number 9. 4 and 5 equal 9. So that's like once those things are resistance in the right areas and accepting in the correct areas, things can go ahead on and transform. That number 8 transformation Scorpio card, things can go ahead on and transform. But in order to get to that, you're going to have to go into the details with Virgo energy. And it's in a harmonious space. The details are right there. Everything that you need to know is already there. You just have to accept it or resist it. Some things need to be pushed away, and some things need to be accepted. Did this come out in the reverse, bro? I don't know. I wasn't even paying attention. Specialness. I think it might have came out in the reverse. 52. What it is? 52. 5 being your feelings. The second number 2. It's kind of chaotic. And 2 being the emotions. It came out in the reverse. So these are 2 feminine energies, or this is feminine on feminine. So of course it probably did come out in the reverse. Because this is, feminine energy is already multiple. So you already are supposed to have multiple feminine energies, but I don't want to go too deep on the numerology, but let me just say what I want to say. Because these 2 feminine numbers are different and you're supposed to have like, and I'm not trying to say this is how specifically this goes, but as far as this message is concerned, these feminine energies are different. Different things can work together, but since we're talking about two of the same, those things need to kind of be on one accord. That may be why it came out in the reverse specialness. Somebody feeling like they're special, or an emotion, a long-lasting emotion, or even a elder type of feminine energy, feeling that it's not outdated. No, bitch, no, you're outdated. And some things need to be, goes back to the resistance card. Some things need to be dispersed of, some things need to be accepted. In order to accept other things, some things need to be thrown away, else you won't have any goddamn room. We already are multiple in the yin realm and in the feminine. So if you don't know what I mean by when I say the feminine energy, that's your feelings, that's your internal space. Whenever we talk about women, we're talking about the emotional water. Water is another natural element that reflects or refers to the feminine energy. Stars. How many stars we got? 3, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why we got 7 stars? Oh, because 5 is 2 equals 7. So that goes back to the 7 energy. This is the new experience. You can't, so in order for you to be in the number 7 energy, the new experience, the new exertion, the new, like, something that you can touch, a whole new world, something that you can actually experience from the external, you're going to have some masculine energy. These are 2 feminine energies. 2 feminine energies can't make a baby. 2 feminine energies can't even penetrate one another. So you're going to have some penetration so things can be expressed outwardly, and that's not the setup. So things have to be removed. Okay, I get it for me. Let me take myself out of it. But yeah, this message is also for me, and I knew. Shut up. So anyway, yeah. So some things need to be resisted. Some things need to be accepted. I haven't read the deck yet, but we're finna read it in a minute. One more card. Like, comment, and subscribe. The fuck? I'm just playing. Let me not be ratchet. Like, comment, and subscribe, though. What up, Coffee? What up, who else? Shiz. Shiz say, fuck you, bitch. Anyway, Mr. Caddy, what up? SpongeBob. Me and my baby watched SpongeBob last night, twice. Well, I ain't watched it the second time, but they did. The new SpongeBob movie. I don't know if it's new or not, but it's on Netflix. And what was that movie about? It was about... We're not going to add that. Anyways. Come out smooth and beautifully. Come out beautifully. Because we're not accepting stillbirths. We're only accepting, see, we ain't accepting that. Hell no. I don't even care what it is. Oh, yeah, also, damn. Well, I ain't going to talk about that yet because I haven't structured that. One more card, baby. Just one more. So we can see the whole story. And the whole story is going to end with you. Because you can get someone's idea of whatever y'all are experiencing together. And you can talk about it to that person too. And you can experience it with them. But when you go home and you actually sit in your own thoughts and you recount what actually happened and how you were really feeling about it, that's when you have the entire story for you. So things always point back to you. That's why in my readings, I always go back. I don't talk about other people as much as I talk about you. Now, we may mention other energies and other situations and, you know, happenings that's happening in your environment, but over here we always remember that those things came from you in the first fucking place, bitch. I got to do better. See, is that a shadow thing? I don't think it is. Shit, a word is a word to me, but I understand that we don't live in a world that people look at shit like that, so I got to chill too. Come on now, I need one clean card to come out. All right, we'll take it. The heart chakra, and I don't even feel the heart chakra came out, but the way it came out, it didn't even come out like it was really wanting to love itself and come out, but it came out regardless. So 4 energy, that goes back to the 4 energy over here. My cards always come out making sense. That goes back to the 4 energy over here, the house, the home, your heart, what you love, the things that you care about. It came out, it still is in the upright. So it's like, what you call that? Unconditional love, having to love in spite of certain situations. Yeah, that's the reason why you have an overcompensation over here of the feminine energy, because the feminine energy is trying to find the emotions that it needs in order to support the lack of support from the masculine. Let me not say that. because the 4 masculine energy, well, I mean, I'm gonna say that because 7 is also a masculine energy, and this masculine energy came out in a ugly ass way too. So this is the emotions or the feminine energies or your feelings and what you're relating to, those two things, trying to overcompensate what the love is or finding the reason to love. So you relating to something, the way you're feeling about it, you need to find some calibration in that so these two holes can get together. The 5 and they can get along, the 5 and the 2, and you can actually see what's going on. And your heart chakra cannot be overcompensated because you're loving accordingly and you're receiving the love that's deserved and expect. I ain't gonna say expected, but things that are deserved. So you're pushing out and resisting the things or the feminines or the masculines, the thoughts, all those, because you are the Lord of all of this whole setup, the scenario, this universe that I'm referring to, which is you. You are the one that's going to have to push out or accept the feminine energies or the masculine / your thoughts or your feelings, whatever thoughts you're having that are not beneficial or not supporting the feminine or what it is that you deserve, the things that you have internally been working on, whatever thoughts that's keeping you from that, you feel like you're not good enough or that ain't gonna work, push those fucking thoughts out, get them bitches, get them niggers or get them fuck boys the hell away. And when it comes to the emotions, you accept emotions that can help the emotions that already are assisting you in the right way, the uplifting emotions, but not the overcompensating emotions, the ones that's going to say that's beautiful when you know damn well it ain't. Push those holes out too. So it's a calibrating situation that's going to give you the whole story that you can experience in your personal reality. So that's 3 of those. Now we're going to read them because I ain't even read them yet. All right. Let's see where we're going to start. Hold on. Let me put these up here. Because I hate to lose my cards in this car. Hold on. Okay. Bitch. Who this is, Phil? Put this up there. Okay. Where my deck at? I mean, where's my book at? All right. Now, the first card we're going to read is, which one came out? Resistance came out first, 45. Wait a minute. Oh, that's just the number of the card. That's not the page number. Okay. 45, resistance. Let's look at it too while we read. It says, this is the quote, "The choices I resist present the opportunity of surrender into growth." Right. The choices that you resist, meaning that you're making space because you're rejecting certain choices or thoughts, and they present the opportunity or surrender into growth. A masculine and feminine energy working together. Pushing and pulling, the push and pull effect, but from an internal space. Oftentimes, this is the message, and I might not read this whole long ass shit. Oftentimes, along the path of an empath, lessons may seem to keep showing up that are reoccurring themes of choices that are uncomfortable, right? Because change and going into the unknown and being in a chaotic space for a 4 energy that's used to structure in a home, that will be uncomfortable. And that's where the masculine energy begins to act like a hoe, because it's not really comfortable in that internal space with its feelings and compromising with the feelings. And you're going to have to be the Lord over your experience and your own feelings and thoughts, and put even your thoughts into subjection. Yeah, thoughts can go into subjection too. Sometimes the feminine energies may be a little wiser than the thoughts, and the thoughts need to support what the feminine energy the hell is talking about. Like, we matter too. Feminine emotions matter just as well as those thoughts. There is no hierarchy when it comes to these things, because all things are needed in order to have the whole experience, or to even much have something to be talking about at the moment. Without one, you can't have the fucking other. Like, for real. Wait a minute. This discomfort can create a fierce resistance within any change, 5 being change, not allowing the change to navigate the lesson that is representing itself as a teaching, wanting to take the situations that you're going through and looking at them like they're a bad thing when actually they're needed. Because without those experiences, what are you going to experience? Oh, just good things. Oh, just positive things. You'll begin to take those things for granted, for one. For two, that is not exciting. And three, all things turn into hell. And on top of that, where's your wisdom going to come from if you don't understand the ups and downs and the push and pulls of your emotional experiences based off of your external scenarios and what you're going through? But anyway, so empaths learn best by having an energetic experience. Energetic meaning internal, like this is the energies. Energy really being your thoughts and feelings. So let me not just say the internal, but it's things that you can't necessarily see, but you can observe based on your own energetic body. The empaths, or people that pay attention to the internal space more, are best at having energetic experiences and being able to peep game on thoughts, feelings, and those things being exchanged in the experience around you and other people's reactionary, how people react to based on the energies going around. People who pay attention to these internal things can peep game on that quite easily. Not allowing the chance to navigate where am I at? This discomfort can create a fierce resistance within. Okay. Empaths learn best by having an energetic experience, and making a choice is where experience begins. Okay. So making a choice is where the experience begins. Accepting it. Your thoughts being like, okay, this is what it is. It is what it is. Fuck. I'ma love you anyway. That's that heart energy came out, like it didn't really necessarily want to love or be in that space of accepting. But hey, unconditional love for yourself, and knowing that your experience unfolds based on how you are processing it is going to give your logic enough reason to listen to your emotions, hopefully. But anyway, there may be a missing, hold on, I missed one. When your life feels stuck, there may be a missing component of truth that impedes your progress impedes your progress forward. Yeah. It's you not being able to get to the core of the meanings and reasonings behind your character and where you have become. Because a lot of times we have a character, and if we don't know ourselves for real, we're not even aware of the character, but other people are, because we experience you. So, and a lot of times that's the reason why people can tell you about yourself better than you can know yourself. If you're in the shadow, not doing a self-reflection, never really going into that space of self-reflection, a person can tell you whatever they want to tell you, and it hits your heart because you haven't even got a chance to touch your heart. You got to understand the core of where your traits come from and how you have shaped them to be and matured them to be whatever they are. You need to be the one that has done that hands-on, like literally with that Virgo energy, actually do some fucking work. You the one got to do that. So that way, what did I say? That the truth that makes you be stuck, it really is lies that cause you to be stuck. But you knowing the truth, you can push through. Nobody can tell you anything when you fucking know the truth, and you know that they don't even know the truth. And if they know the truth and they're telling you the truth, what's the fucking big deal? Who gives a damn? You can tell me anything I already know, and I already know that, so I don't care. But if you tell me something that I don't know, especially about myself, and I feel that you're right, that shit gonna hurt. And you're not going to be able to get over that as easily, because you know that's going to be a circling within yourself trying to figure out what the fuck. Hey, some people don't even try to figure it out. But if you do any self-reflection, that's a good thing. So when something hits your heart and stings you, don't reject it. No, you go inside of that and figure out, why is that stinging me? Why is that hurting me? What is about that I don't understand? Because obviously it's something, since I got to feel some kind of way and I can't let it go internally. No, you figure out what that is for yourself. Sit in it. That's right. Sit in it, so that when you find the truth of it, you can transmute it, because only you can transmute it. And then it wouldn't matter what anybody fucking else had to say, because at that point you can call out their truths and they don't even know. Guess what? When they call yours out, it don't matter, because I bet you I know about mine. Anyways, let me not get personal. These situations, like I said, y'all already know I be talking about myself. These things be happening a lot of times. Like, we're not gonna go into detail. We're not gonna go into detail right now. Maybe one day for story time, but not right now. Where we at? It is not easy to find your next destination when a page is missing. Right. From your energetic map. It takes courage to enter into the fear that binds your choices. the fears that you're not able to understand what it is that you're feeling. How you don't know what you're feeling and don't know where that feeling came from, bitch? You need to understand yourself to where when you have a feeling, you can understand, or you have enough boldness about yourself to look at, oh, I feel like that because I always thought about this about me. Be for real. Nobody don't know but you anyway. There's nothing wrong with, and then people do know. Actually, people do know, but they're being kind to some degree, or what's the word? Trauma bonding. And not calling you out on your shit because they also have their own shit. But and then that will cause a separation based on you self-reflecting and being real with yourself and finding out the truth about yourself, because the reflection that you will hold towards other people, they won't be able to take it. But that ain't the point. We ain't talking about other people for real. It takes courage, okay? But when you discover what awaits beyond the fire, you will wonder why you allowed yourself to miss this opportunity for growth and healing, because it ain't nothing. You already are dealing with it, whatever the fuck that is. Might as well goddamn look at it, face it, and use it. You can't use or have something that you don't even know is there. Where am I at? We're at specialness, and specialness came out in reverse. So let me finish reading resistance. This is probably like the best part. What are you resisting? Are you open to change? Look deep into the situation and find the seed from where the resistance comes. Right. Grateful for this insight. That's what's up, Misa. I'm grateful to give it. Is this an accurate experience? Or is this a genuine experience? Are these genuine feelings? They're not genuine feelings if you don't know where they're coming from. Because if you knew where those feelings were coming from, the feeling about them would change. So that's the reason why you got to dig and figure that out, so that you can transmute it to however the fuck you want to, based on the way you want to think about it, and changing and putting into subjection the way you're about to feel about it. But if you don't know what it is, guess what? You're a lost little puppy dog. Is this an accurate experience, or are you not allowing yourself to see and feel the truth for reasons that are not apparent? That's just like somebody clowning you about some random basic shit just because they're acting, or they might be in their shadow for no apparent reason, or it probably is an apparent reason. Obviously it is, but it's not for you to worry about that. But they may be clowning you for some random shit that you don't even find a problem. Like, but the thing is, if you weren't comfortable with yourself, and you didn't already go inside and outside and examine all of these things about you and love them and accept them, because you're just another individual like anybody else is. So why is my shit worse than somebody else's? If you haven't done that, and a person points out to you something random, even if it's something that you don't even look at as a fucked up thing about yourself, you won't have genuine feelings about it. You'll immediately go to a defensive mode. You'll immediately be defensive about whatever it is that person's pointing out to you for you to be defensive in. You'll be at their will. You won't be the one that's holding the power when it comes to your own being and how you're reacting and responding, because you haven't done the shadow work within yourself to already be on game about who you are in the first place. Because can't nobody tell me shit about me. Not for the most part. Wise individuals can. The individuals who I know I need to hear those things from. But when it comes to a old dog ass person, you can't really tell me nothing. I don't even care. I can choose to give you a reaction, or I can choose not to. And if I choose to give you a reaction, the reaction is gonna be a mirror effect, and you ain't gonna like that shit. But anyway, 52. Let me take that back. A person can't tell me about myself, because I like healthy reflections. That helps me to grow. That helps me to see. Even unhealthy reflections, because I'm in a space to where I can accept the unhealthy individuals and their reflections around me, and I learn from even those. Just like, oh, never mind, we ain't gonna bring that up. So 52 was in reverse, which is star specialness. What I had already said about this, because I was saying that both of these two feminine energies are trying to compete with what's more important, or what feeling, or one feeling being stronger or more significant, when all of these feelings are supposed to be blended, and thoughts putting them into subjection and shit like that. Because 5 + 2 is 9, which is an androgynous energy. So these two energies add up to some so they two negatives cancel each other's out. They cancel each other out. So you're no longer special, as in fact you're void. That's like an individual being in there feeling so much to where they lost themselves because of the depression that they may have. And that's what all of these feelings and emotions will come into the conclusion of when it comes to you feeling about what you're relating to in a disharmonious way, based on the shadows, based on the what that was, the last card, the whatever the fuck I just got through talking about, not being privy of your own self, for real, not ever looking at your own uglinesses, so that anybody call them out, you make them look like the fool, because actually, bitch, look at that shit on your motherfucking nose, ho. You know what I'm saying? And you flip the script real quick, but you can't necessarily flip the script easy like that unless you actually and genuinely don't give a damn and it's comfortable. That 4 energy. And you must be comfortable, because this 4 energy did come out very harmonious. Yeah, so motherfucker comfortable. So yesterday it was the emotions. Okay, so this is the dichotomy. Not yesterday, but the other day that I came on. The dichotomy, or not dichotomy, but the situation was the emotions being on point and being, we got all types of dimensions and aspects and different ways to look at all of these things. So we're just going into the details step by step, day by day. This day, the emotions are kind of in a conflicted perspective based on it being a over concentrated amount of feminine or emotions that don't even go together. They are not even harmonious. They don't even like each other, and they are on 2 different subjects, and they're trying to blend 2 different subjects. So okay, shut up. So let me say what I'm going to say. The masculine, the thought, the logic is the one that brings the order to it, but these 2 feminine energies are trying to bring order to it so that things externally can make sense. You can only put these things internally, these emotions, in subjective amongst the other emotions within your internal space, and then you let the external confirm these things, and you have thoughts about them, and you put those things externally into subjection, where it's trying to do the opposite. It's trying to shine bright from the internal space, creating. It's like 2 women trying to do some construction work or some shit and build an actual Fortune 5. Like, no, you need both elements. You can't do that. It's like your emotions or imaginations, your feelings and what you're relating to, imaginations not being on point because you're not having the external validation or the external experience or example or something showing you as a I can't think of the fucking words. Something showing you as a boomerang effect, how these emotions affected the physical, the external, the masculine. You're not having that, so you're just going off of what you think you know in this world. When you're in the internal, and that internal is the opposite than it's the opposite. But like I was saying, the other day, it was the masculines that was off balance, and now it's the feminine that's off balance. Because the other day, today, the masculine, or because we're talking about a different aspect of the masculine energies. We're talking about the structure and the safety net, and how your home is structured. And this is like would be the yin of the yang. But let me not go too fucking deep, because I don't know if I can express everything that's in my mind at the moment, so it can actually make sense, and I won't be just rambling. It won't seem like that. But anyway, 52. Keep in mind, I'm reading it from the upright position, but this card was in the reverse. My unique corners and edges all fit perfectly into the shared goals of others. So obviously, in the reverse, my unique corners, all of these different emotions, are not fitting together, and they're not sharing the same goal. They have 2 different purposes. They're on 2 different subjects with no direction, for real. Not to say that either of these emotions are right or wrong. It's just the direction of them are not there. There is no focus point. There is no point. The masculine energy is not in control of these. So it's kind of like the masculine energy is kind of a little flunked out a little bit too. Because the masculine energy is supposed to be giving us some type of direction and showing us what the truth is. But maybe the masculine has not got to that point yet. And then when I say masculine, I'm talking about the structure. Maybe your physical environment is working on that. We're just at the second, number 1, which is the 4. So this is just the foundation. Damn, baby, let me get it together a little bit first. Then you can come in, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that feminine energy, the emotional energy is getting impatient too. So in the drive to be special, sometimes the gift of, remember, this is in the upright. This card came out in the reverse. So we're going to break that down, but let me read it first. In the drive to be special, sometimes the gift of similarity gets lost in separation. Separation is a masculine energy. The drive to be better and stronger than others create a void that's competition takes hold. Exactly. Because these two feminine energies are trying to fight over one being more important than the other when that ain't even the fucking point, bitch. You're supposed to be working together and finding out where you matter at and how you matter, and maybe kicking your ass out if you don't. But we first got to bring these things, we got to make them make sense with the logic. In this void of separation, it becomes, and that's the void of separation, it becomes very difficult to experience energetic similarities that can build upon for a common goal. It is true that this serves a purpose, right? It serves a purpose. Exactly. But if you separate yourself as special, or certain things, certain emotions, the way what you're relating to, say it's an individual and you're thinking, you're having this longing for this individual to give you attention or something, that's an emotion, that would be the number 2, and maybe that's not even important. So that's when you take that emotion and put it properly where it needs to be and calibrate it a little bit, or even maybe remove that bitch and find out how it's supposed to be used. Because not to say that it doesn't matter, but the way it's going about it is going to cause some type of destruction and more chaos and confusion. It is true that this serves, and that's the purpose that it serves, the experience, you understanding, now I know how to calibrate it. But if you separate yourself as special, the opportunity to experience someone else's perspective is lost. Right. Okay, let me not go too far. All energetic communication is vital to making choices, and the feminine energies peep the energetic communication first. By separating yourself from the circle, then the information is not available. So, yeah, that's like the emotions not being considered, just separating them without even considering where that emotion came from, or how to use that emotion, or how to readjust where that emotion is directed, or how you're going to be even thinking logically how you are going to marry that emotion, or if you are, you know what I'm saying? So specialness and competition only serve self. You need to find your place in the puzzle of life. Right. So that's that narcissistic feminine trait that is causing chaos amongst the other feminines or emotions. So in actual reality, that could be like females bickering and being, not cool with each other based off of unnecessary ass confusion, for real. Things that actually don't even matter. And if y'all only knew how to bring these things together, y'all could have been cool. But sometimes at that point, you may have to just get rid of the whole bitch period, or that whole emotion, or that whole scenario. Maybe that group of emotions, you may have to find a whole new crew, because once so much discord is caused, it's hard for those feminine energies, those fractured internal spaces, to blend back together. You may have to throw the whole shit out. But it's up to the masculine. So that 4th chakra, let's see, because the way 4 came out, it was like unconditional love, not necessarily wanting to be bothered with this shit, but out of love and out of responsibility for us to structure the home space. Out of all of that, having to go ahead on and express that, whatever that is. Let's see what that is. Let's see. Hold up. That. Okay. I might not be able to hold it up. Let me just read it. So, my knowing of love is surrender to the peeling away of layer after layer to taste the succulence of each moment. Okay. The color for this is green. Did the other ones tell me a color? I don't remember that. Yeah, that was telling me colors, bitch. Hold up. What 52 was? No, all of them don't tell me colors. Okay. But this one does. Green is the color. As an empath, you walk on the path of love. Your walk on the path of love is experienced as many layers. We love from a depth that not many would understand. This is the unconditional love. This is you having to share your love heart chakra in areas, in ways that may not even come across as to, what you would consider love. Because sometimes tough love is more important than coddling ass love. But anyway, that ain't the point. We love from depth that not many would understand. Declarations of love in word or deed hold no meaning unless we feel it in our hearts, right? That's the part. And that's the reason why that masculine energy came out the way it came out, not wanting to, but it being drawn and pulled to based on the emotions that it knows that it has to respect and love, because it has a love for it, irregardless of how they're going to have to jump into a jungle in order to put things into subjection. You're going to have to jump into your shadow, into the darkness, into the fear. And it don't matter, because out of love for yourself, you're going to do that shit regardless. Or the masculine or the thoughts or even an actual man is going to just like breaking up a cat fight because the man don't want to see neither one of these hoes fighting each other. Or maybe the man is breaking it up because the one female that it actually loves is getting their ass whooped, you know, or whatever the fuck. But it's the masculine, the logic, the thought stepping in despite of, or the light going into darkness despite how scary it may be, or despite their natural resistance to it, because the feminine has is calling, it needs some assistance type shit. Keep in mind, you can look at these as females, men, women, and whatever, but also make sure you circle back to you. We begin to become the example, and that's the reason why I speak the way I speak. I kind of try to speak in, not necessarily cold, not necessarily riddle, but kind of, because if you don't have the ear to hear, or the ears to see, or the eyes to know, the eyes to see, or the eyes to hear, if you don't have that, you won't be able to catch anything of what the fuck I'm saying for real. Well, I ain't gonna say that, because we all are human. You might be able to catch something, but you might not be able to catch it correctly if you don't already have the ears and eyes to hear and see. But anyways, so as we surrender, hold on. It is possible that our gift of feeling so deeply and physically is the ultimate gift of love to all. Meaning, is it possible that our gift of feeling so deeply and physically, having good sex and all that, is the ultimate gift of love to all? Is that? As we surrender to our experience, we gain an opportunity to go deeper into what love is and what it offers as the teaching. So it ain't all about the sex, and it ain't all about that puppy dog ass love for the moment, or that surface level ass love. It's important for you to go deeper to find out actually the things that you may have rejected just out of boredom or just out of repetition was a part of the foundation that you were supposed to hold on to, type shit, whatever the fuck that is, emotion, situation, person, whatever. It was a part of the foundation, and you need to have some appreciation for that too. Make space for that too. Love of friends, family, love, romantic love, love of possessions, love of experiences, each a layer to be understood and to be placed into our knowledge bank of what love is. But one of the hardest places of love for an empath to delve into is what resides into the center of the heart, self-love. When you begin to trust the depths of love that resides within you, you will discover a source of love not outside, but within. Knowing this, you will soon realize the purpose, and that purpose is love. Love drives you. It is you. And as such, it is infinite and does not need to be earned. Love, hold on. As I love others, hold on. I'm getting hot. I ain't ate yet. I might need to cut that out. No, let me not put that shit on. Anyway, because when it comes to love, I know the idea that this book is coming out of. I know where the place that they're coming. I ain't gonna say I know, because it's kind of giving a multi-dimensional explanation. But at the same time, I know how other people look at love, like it's something so all-powerful and shit like that. Which every emotion and everything is fucking powerful. But it's just saying, make sure that you use this emotion accordingly and don't discredit things that deserve love. Because out of being having unconditional love for yourself, you honor the things about yourself that others may not honor, because it is important. It is respected with you. It is needed, and it is something that you have embraced or whatnot, regardless of others. So that's how this logic is going to cooperate with this emotion and with these feelings, by recognizing all of them and then putting them into subjection, the whole story, being able to see everyone's side of the story, understanding all of these aspects and all of these emotions and where the fuck they came from, and where the fuck they came from and why they are here, is going to give you an explanation of whether or not they're important enough to hold on to. And you know what I'm saying? I hate to try to story tell it too much, making it into actual females and men, but I want to, in order to get the understanding across. But that was the last card for that, though. So, as an outro, per usual, I guess we'll pull 3 more numerology cards and then we get up out of here. Let me stop being silly. Hold on. Okay, numerology. Really, I'm not ready to go, but I kind of am. So, and I said that because I don't know. Don't worry about it. I said that because it's like the truth, but I don't be having full. I don't be want to. Oh shit! I don't be want to do things out of. Don't worry about it. Let me just keep that shit to myself for the moment till I get the words to say. Let's pull 3 more numerology cards real quick. Plus, I do got other shit to do real quick. And then once I clear my space, which usually by the time I clear my space, it's too late for me to go live, or I don't even have that thought or feeling in my spirit anymore. But after I clear my space only is when I feel comfortable of doing things like this, so that I won't have any distractions, which is one reason why I go first thing in the morning. It gives me all the time in the world to do what I need to do throughout that day, especially if I've done what I need to do the night before. But anyway, that's some feminine that's some feminine shit for us feminine who be trying to structure our shit and the basic things that's important. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So we're gonna pull 3 more cards as an outro. Okay. Why the fuck? Okay. 4 came out, but it came out and I think that's inhibited. That's a home space. Cancer energy, heart space, structure. Come on now. Uh-oh. Bro, why these cards want to... Don't piss me off. Why ain't I shuffling right? Impatience. Being impatient. Don't even know what you're jumping into because the evaluation of the process ain't took place yet because out of impatientness. Structure ain't even ready yet. Yes, you trying to express these things. It's not even time. That's what that 4 is giving me too. 1 being the, I think this is inhibited or over exaggerated. I don't know. We're finna see. Sun being at the top of that 1. One more card, y'all. 2 masculine energies. So this is the masculine energy being calibrated, because in one space they're good, but in other spaces, some understanding and balancing is needed. Okay. 5. Okay, which is the feelings. My bad. Starman, orange. Let's call these out. What the fuck this about? This supposed to gave us like an outro. Well, I ain't gonna say supposed to because it still is. Still gonna give us some type of explanation. Okay, so first was the 4. And it was inhibited. Look at it. The 4 is inflexible, meaning that it don't even know how to move, where to move. It's out of fear. You know how sometimes something can scare you and you get froze and it's like, what to do? That's that 4. That's that logic. That's that masculine. That's that not wanting to go inside the depths and the darkness because out of fear type shit. So we got to one stage of building the structure or having an image of what you can, or an example of what you needed in order to process through, but being afraid though to jump, Judy. Completely, hold on, wait a minute. It patiently bears its cross. Okay. The 4 is patient. And it's patient because it's scared, for real. Sometimes that patience can turn into impatience and you want to hurry up and get that shit over with, or you want to hurry up and run away. So number one, another masculine energy. And I said I was going to stop talking about it being masculine and feminine. How I said I was going to start referring to these numbers until I get some more cards. What I said? Oh, I said I was just going to go off the energy signature period. And let me see. Because one, I think masculine is needed. One is this is an exaggerated one. This is an exaggerated individual. This is an exaggerated point. So the 4 being in fear because it thinking it can't even make this hoop. It's impossible because what you have exaggerated or what you have said, what you look at other people as and reflect to yourself and think that you are supposed to be standing next to, that's an exaggeration. You can't even look at other people like that, for one. And for two, you're supposed to be doing something different. And for three, you're over exaggerating any fucking way. And that may be where the fear and the inhibition is coming from, because this is the exaggerated. So anything that's inhibited causes exaggeration somewhere else. So this could be you over exaggerating when it comes to you being inside of your creative gifts and talents. When it's time for you to do the work, you may be over exaggerating and worrying too much about what you're doing, not even getting started. Or you could be over exaggerating your delivery and it not coming out genuine, because it's not genuine, because you're thinking that you're supposed to be mirroring what other people are mirroring, and it's causing you to be inhibited based on what you know that you can supply to others. You can't even supply what it is that you're over exaggerating that you should be able to supply. So now you're over exaggerating your fucking expression in general, the delivery in general, over exaggerating that. Okay, the red circle in the center draws all energies and all attention to on itself. Egocentrically, it sits in the center of the circle, when actually the 1 is supposed to be distributing energy to others. You're supposed to be expressing these things and not thinking that you're supposed to be the one who is getting all the grapes fed to you. It's like, at the same time, it's not wrong with you getting all the grapes fed to you, but when it's deserved, and sometimes it's time for you to do the work, Virgo season, and actually distribute to others. And then at some point there will be a blend, and then you'll see what your position is and how to act towards it, instead of comparing and contrasting things that you don't even know of. And then the 5, in this aspect, the 5, the feelings are on point. And that may be why the masculine energy is trying to do the most, and it's over exaggerating and being inhibited based on that 5 being in such a nice space. The feelings deserving, or that woman deserving the world. And it's like, how do I give this woman the world? How do I fulfill the emotional needs of myself? Or when is my external reality going to reflect to me what it is that I have inside, all of the potentials that I have? And it won't reflect that until your masculine energy to get into order, and you are able to take your feminine, your feelings by the hand, so that they can have a way to express it. They will have a funnel to express things. A pipe, because I couldn't think of the word, so I just used funnel and pipe. That ain't what I was trying to say, though. Anyway, solution. We already read this 1,001 times. I'm going to read it again. Humanely, that individual, because once those fit, only the person feels the feelings that they feel. I can't feel your feelings for you. And the way you feel your feelings is going to reflect how you act and how you are seen as a human, or as a person, as a being. And as a person or a human, the 5 generously uses its talents for organization for the greater good. And this is an internal organizing. This is you having your feelings in order, at least on some degree, when it comes to some group of feelings, because all of those feelings previously were not harmonious, but we got all kind of dynamics going on in the internal. So somewhere, when it comes down to the feelings about yourself, you have some type of alignment. And that's the reason why the 4 kept coming out, the love. You have self-love for yourself, but at the same time, especially if you're in a woman body, sometimes how you are to go about the physicality, or what you're, how do I say it? How do I say it? I don't forgot what the hell I was going to say. I forgot. But basically, let me just summarize it real quick. We're going to get the fuck up out of here. because previously the feelings were okay. I wish I didn't. I had took them cards back. We had 4 and 5 kept coming out. No, it was 5 and 2. 5 and 2. Those feelings together are not harmonious, but separated when it comes to the masculine giving each. God damn it! Hold on, y'all. Anyway, when it comes to each feeling having its own separate position in the masculine's heart or in the thoughts or whatever the fuck, however you fucking want to look at it. But those feelings being playing their role, but it's just together they're not, and that's you organizing from the internal. Each of these emotions understanding its space. But when it comes down to these two emotions or multiple emotions trying to collaborate with one another, you're going to need some type of external organization to that. And that's where the masculine is being a hoe at. He's scared to goddamn face these strong ass emotions that hold weight and are needing some type of reciprocation, some type of external validation based on what you created as far as your experience. You're creating the validations and the confirmations actually. And the 4 feeling inhibited because they don't even know where to start. It's kind of like, masculine men don't know how women think. And the thoughts don't know how to necessarily, the thoughts need your emotions in order to feel comfortable. And the emotions are in a good space to help you feel comfortable. But it being a brand new experience though, because that number 7 came out. And I am going to dip because there's other things going on around me. I got to dip, y'all. I had fun though. Thank y'all for tapping in. I might go live a little later. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.